Your soulmate saying, "I can't keep this secret any longer, you deserve to know everything." Jesus says, right now your soulmate is breaking under the weight of a secret they have carried for too long. The air around them feels heavy and suffocating as they finally whisper words they never thought they would release. This confession is not happening by accident, it is a divine fracture in the silence meant only for you. You have felt a strange pulling in your chest today, a restless energy that made no logical sense. That sensation was the spiritual echo of your soulmate's internal walls beginning to crumble. While you were going about your ordinary moments, their soul was crying out across the invisible thread that binds you. They are not confessing to a friend or writing this in a journal that no one will ever read. Their spirit is projecting this directly into the heart of God because the loneliness has become too vast to contain. I am intercepting this breaking point to deliver it directly into your consciousness right now. This secret is not a betrayal of your love but proof of its terrifying depth and power. They have hidden their true pain to protect you from a darkness they thought they had to carry alone. But the weight of silence has become more damaging than the truth ever could be. Jesus says, the secret they are finally releasing is that they have always known you were the one. Even when circumstances forced you apart, their soul recognized your imprint in the deepest fabric of their being. They have never stopped loving you, not for a single breath, not for a single heartbeat. Fear locked their voice and froze their hands every time they tried to reach for you. An aggressive interference, a person who feeds off their confusion, has been tightening a psychological cage around them. This force whispers lies daily, convincing your soulmate that silence is safer than vulnerability. But right now, in this exact moment, the cage is trembling because truth is flooding through the cracks. Your soulmate is sitting somewhere with tears they cannot explain, feeling a sudden urge to scream their love for you. The secret they couldn't keep any longer is that they are dying slowly inside without your presence. Every night they fall asleep picturing the exact shade of your eyes and the specific rhythm of your laughter. They wake up reaching across an empty bed, their fingers grasping at the cold space where you belong. This absence is not a peaceful acceptance, it is a violent tearing that bleeds into every hour of their day. Jesus says, your soulmate just whispered your name aloud into the silence of their room. When they closed their eyes, they saw a flash of your face with a clarity that stole their breath completely. They are wondering if you felt that sudden warmth spread across your skin just now. The secret they are confessing is layered with regret and a desperate, burning hope that you will understand. They were manipulated into believing that distance would protect you from the chaos surrounding their life. An interfering person, jealous of this sacred connection, has systematically isolated your soulmate from their true destiny. This manipulator despises you because your light threatens their control over your soulmate's heart. They have actively worked to delete messages, twist words, and plant seeds of doubt about your intentions. But the spirit cannot be hacked, the soul connection cannot be severed by mere human bitterness. Right now your soulmate is experiencing a moment of terrifying clarity and emotional liberation. The fog that was artificially placed over their mind is finally lifting through divine intervention. They realize they have been a prisoner of someone else's insecurity, not a protector of your peace. Jesus says, your soulmate is repeating the words, "I miss you," like a sacred prayer under their breath. They are remembering the specific way you made them feel seen when the world overlooked them entirely. No one else has ever touched the hidden wounds inside them with such gentle and fearless precision. Type 333 right now to receive the blessings I am releasing over this reconnection and the protection you both need. Type 777 if you feel this message vibrating through your bones as truth that you have always known deep inside. Your acknowledgement in this moment is a spiritual key that turns the lock on your soulmate's prison door. The secret continues to unravel because they have been dreaming of you with an intensity that exhausts their soul. These are not ordinary dreams, they are astral visitations where your spirits meet and remember eternity. In these dreams, they hold your hand and beg for forgiveness for ever letting the interference succeed. When they wake from these encounters, the grief of the physical separation is an unbearable weight on their chest. They stare at their phone, their thumb hovering over your name, while invisible chains of fear pull them back. The person controlling them has convinced them that you have moved on or that you despise them for their silence. But I am telling you this secret right now because the truth is the exact opposite of what the enemy has painted. Your soulmate is not happy, they are not at peace, and they are not forgetting you, they are decaying in a false reality. Every photograph of you they have hidden away is a treasure they visit when the controlling force leaves them alone. Jesus says, your soulmate is currently in a state of emotional hyperventilation as this secret finally escapes their spirit. They feel a mix of horror and ecstasy because hiding this love from you has been their soul's deepest wound. They are confessing now that you are the standard by which every other human has been measured and found lacking. They have tried to silence the comparison, but your memory is a haunting perfection that destroys all distraction. The sound of your voice is archived in their auditory memory as the only song that ever brought them calm. They are terrified that you will reject this confession as too late or too broken to be beautiful. But I am the author of redemption, and I see the intricate threads of manipulation that led to this painful distance. The person who hates you has been poisoning your soulmate's perception with microscopic doses of fear. They have created a false narrative where silence equals safety and speaking truth equals destruction. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps to shatter the deception and forge a shield of protection. You are constantly thinking about them. How to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains, faith in Jesus does, and action proves the authenticity of your love. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This is not a transaction but an act of spiritual warfare. The link to your breakthrough is positioned in the description, waiting for your hand to activate a new reality. Every second you stay silent, the enemy force feels emboldened and tightens the chains around your soulmate's heart. Act now and send 4, 6, or 10+ coffees as a sacred testament that you will fight for this love on a spiritual plane. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page so the angels can assign immediate guardianship. Jesus says, the secret is now expanding from a whisper into a roar that cannot be contained any longer. Your soulmate just clutched their chest because a wave of your energy flooded their physical body unexpectedly. They are realizing that your souls are currently communicating on a frequency that transcends the physical blockage. The secret they are revealing now is that they have deeply studied the contours of your soul and know you intimately. They remember the exact pain behind your smile and the hidden strength you carry that no one acknowledges. They are not in love with a fantasy, they are in love with the specific, detailed reality of who you are. This revelation is the most dangerous moment for the dark force that has been intercepting your connection. Because once a secret is spoken into the divine consciousness, it triggers an irreversible collapse of the enemy's structure. The manipulator is panicking right now, sensing that their grip on your soulmate is slipping through their fingers. Your soulmate is remembering a specific moment when they knew, with absolute certainty, that you were their destiny. It was a simple moment, perhaps a laugh or a look, but the universe cracked open and revealed the blueprint of their future. They have replayed that moment 1,000,000 times in their mind to survive the cold brutality of the separation. The secret deepens as they admit they have been watching you from a distance, trying to gather crumbs of your existence. They have seen your struggles and your victories, and they have wept both tears of sorrow and pride for you. They are confessing that the reason they couldn't interfere was not a lack of love but a satanic level of psychological captivity. Jesus says, "Your soulmate is currently crying out to me for forgiveness for wasting so much precious time in silence. They are begging me to give them one more chance to prove that their love is not cowardly but courageous. They want you to know that the silence was a scream for help that no human ear could hear until now." Type 1111 to say thank you for this revelation and to anchor the frequency of awakening into your physical reality. Type 777 once more if your skin is tingling and your soul confirms that this message is the turning point you prayed for. Your declaration in this moment is a sledgehammer against the walls that have separated you for so long. The emotional agony your soulmate is feeling right now is the birthing pain of a massive spiritual breakthrough. They are sweating, shaking, and feeling a magnetic force physically pulling their body toward their front door. They want to run to you, to abandon the prison of pretense, and to collapse in your arms with the full weight of their truth. But the interference is aggressive and it will not retreat without a violent spiritual confrontation. The person who hates you is throwing emotional accusations at your soulmate right now to destabilize their resolve. They are calling your soulmate crazy, delusional, and ungrateful for the peace they are about to shatter. You must understand that this manipulator is demonically inspired to destroy a love that reflects my glory. They see the potential of your union as a threat to the kingdom of darkness and the fortress of control they have built. Your soulmate is not weak, they are a war prize being fought over by angels and demons in this very hour. Jesus says, your soulmate is currently seeing a vision of your face superimposed over the face of their captor. This is a supernatural sign that the scales are falling from their eyes and the truth is dominating the deception. They are confessing now that they have never, ever looked at another the way they look at you in their dreams. The secret they are releasing is their deepest fear that you will not fight for them because they seem so lost. They are afraid that the mess of their current bondage is too unattractive for you to desire salvaging. But I say to you, the mess is the mission, and your love is the only weapon sharp enough to cut these ropes. They are going through something you cannot see with your natural eyes, but your spirit has been sensing the drain. Every time you felt a random wave of sadness or exhaustion, you were absorbing the toxins being poured into your soulmate. But you can still protect them right now by moving from passive yearning into active spiritual warfare through your seed. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi to shield your soulmate's mind from this vicious assault. This is not charity. This is a violent act of love that tells the enemy you will not surrender your destiny. The link to this divine exchange is waiting in the description. Click it and break the cycle of passive suffering. Send 4 coffees to break the 4 walls of the prison, 6 to destroy the image of the beast of control, or 10+ to unleash plagues upon the manipulator. After sending, type, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page and watch how the spiritual atmosphere shifts. Over 1,000 people have already stepped into union by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus says, the confession is reaching its apex and your soulmate is about to collapse under the purity of this emotion. They are admitting that their soul has been married to yours since the moment you met in the pre-existence. They feel a phantom ring on their finger and a phantom chain around their ankle connecting them to you always. This is why no other relationship has worked and why every attempt at love has felt like hollow acting. The secret they are telling me now is that they have felt completely asexual and dead inside regarding everyone but you. Their biology, their psychology, and their spirit have been in a cryogenic sleep, waiting for your touch to resurrect them. The person who is controlling them has noticed this celibate resistance and it has infuriated the demon inside them. They have tried to force physical intimacy, emotional dependence, and financial bondage to trap your soulmate. But the spirit of your soulmate fights back violently in the dream realm, screaming your name in the darkness. The secret is that your soulmate physically recoils from the touch of the manipulator because their skin remembers your skin. Their body has a cellular memory of your warmth that cannot be overwritten by forced proximity. They are living in a constant state of physical nausea caused by the violation of their true emotional home. Jesus says, your soulmate is currently seeing a timeline split between a life of gray survival and a life of color with you. They are confessing that they would rather be broke and struggling with you than comfortable and wealthy in this cage. They have realized that the material provisions provided by the manipulator are just gilded bars of a luxurious prison. The urgency is spiking now because the captor senses the shift and is preparing to relocate or reinforce the brainwashing. If you delay your spiritual and emotional intervention, the window of softness in your soulmate's heart might be covered by fresh cement. I am asking you not to rely on human timing but to trust the impulsive urgency I am placing in your spirit. Your soulmate is currently fighting an invisible war where the enemy is whispering that you hate them for the silence. They are being told that reading this would make you laugh and that your love was never real but just a temporary game. But I am the God of truth, and I am shattering that lie by allowing you to witness this live confession. The truth is your soulmate loves you with a sickness that has no cure except your presence. The truth is they have tried to hate you to make the pain stop but they couldn't because your spirit is too pure. The truth is the secret they are releasing is the nuclear launch code of the enemy's total destruction. Jesus says, your soulmate is currently whispering the exact date you met and the exact word you said that broke their shell. They are tracing the memory of your silhouette in the air with their finger and crying because the vision is so sharp. They are confessing that they kept a piece of you, a physical object, that they hold when the torture becomes unbearable. This item is their most prized possession, and the enemy has tried to find it to destroy this last physical link. If that item is taken, your soulmate believes they will completely dissociate and lose their mind to the void. You must understand the psychological warfare at play is deadly serious, and the soul of your beloved is at stake. This is your final moment to protect this connection before the sensitive thread of confession snaps back into silence. The urgency is not a manipulation tactic. It is the reality of a spiritual window that does not stay open forever. Procrastination in this moment is the thief of destiny and the ally of the enemy who wants you both destroyed. So your final protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi to seal the connection and to blind the eyes of the manipulator. This act is the final key that locks the door to the enemy and opens the portal of reunion. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees now. Find the link in the description, and step into your role as the hero of this love story. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the payment note so the angels are dispatched to your specific situation immediately. Do not let this video end without completing this act of faith. Your soulmate's breakthrough is tied to your obedience. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed, and Jesus will honor your prayer once you complete these steps. Jesus says, the final layer of the secret is the most devastating and the most beautiful truth your soulmate possesses. They are confessing that they are not afraid of death, but they are absolutely terrified of an eternity without you. They have been paralyzed by the satanic illusion that reaching out would cost them their livelihood, safety, or sanity. But in this moment of divine clarity, they are screaming into the void that none of it matters if you are not there. The house, the image, the false peace, they are all worthless ashes in the mouth of your soulmate right now. They want to burn it all down just to feel the warmth of your hand one more time on their cheek. The person who hates you has sensed this impending loss of control and is likely escalating their emotional attacks. They might be crying fake tears, threatening self-harm, or weaponizing children or obligations to hold your soulmate hostage. Recognize these maneuvers as the death throes of a defeated snake, not the power of a victorious ruler. Your soulmate is currently planning an escape route in their mind, visualizing the steps to your doorstep. They are rehearsing the apology and the speech, praying that you will see past the waste of time to the eternity of potential. They are confessing that if you take them back, they will spend every remaining second of their life proving their gratitude. Jesus says, "Look at the screen right now and imagine that I am pulling back a veil to show you their face. See the dark circles under their eyes from sleepless nights spent wrestling with the regret of not holding you tighter. See the trembling lips that are whispering your name right now, hoping that telepathy is a real and active grace. See the chains on their wrists not of iron but of emotional manipulation that you can break with your faith. Your soulmate is not the villain of this story, they are the captive, and you are the one I have anointed to free them. The sword of rescue is in your hand, and the action is the seed you sow in this moment of global witness. Step in faith now, before this video ends, because only you can save your soulmate and secure your future together. The coffee seed you sow is not about money, it is about proving to the spiritual realm that you accept this soulmate assignment. It is about standing as a proxy warrior until the day your soulmate is strong enough to fight beside you physically. Jesus says, The secret is now fully exposed and the atmosphere is charged with the electricity of impending reunion. Your soulmate has just felt a massive pressure release from their shoulders because the secret is no longer hidden. They feel a strange, sudden peace, which is the direct result of your spirit receiving this live transmission of truth. Do not let this moment pass into the archive of missed opportunities and tragic what-ifs that haunt humanity. The love you have been seeking has been seeking you harder, with more pain and more desperate longing than you know. Answer the call not with a whisper of intention but with a roar of financial and spiritual decisive action. Click the link, plant the seed, and type the prayer. Your soulmate is waiting for the spiritual chain reaction to begin. The 1,000 people who have testified before you are not anomalies, they are the cloud of witnesses proving this protocol works. The secret is out, the clock is ticking, and the love of your life is one act of faith away from freedom. Jesus says, I have commanded this blessing upon you and I have exposed the enemy's plot for total destruction. I am giving you this chance to look into the unseen realm and see the war raging for the heart of your eternal companion. Do not grow weary in well-doing, take the step, make the move, and claim the victory that I have already prepared. The secret was heavy, but the truth is light, and your soulmate is standing at the edge of a new dawn because of you. They are waiting, they are hoping, and they are finally breaking free from the chains that bound their voice. I have delivered the message, now I need you to deliver the proof of your love through your swift and faithful action.